So this is a short video that shows how we at the Georgia chapter of the American Chestnut Foundation process pollen. The first thing we're going to do is dry the pollen overnight at room temperature, so we have them scattered on a nice smooth hard surface. The next thing we do is screen them through a splatter screen. This allows the separation of the small anthers and filaments and other floral materials to fall through the screen and accumulate underneath the screen. We scrape this material up. It's a mixture of anthers and some pollen and little other flower parts. We are careful to scrape it up into a pile, and I like to double screen the material just to get it as clean as possible. So here I am double screening it. And you can see we even have a few little insects and so forth that comes out. And again, this separates most of the anthers and the filaments from sort of the detritus. Once we have that material collected, we're going to scrape it up. Here's a nice pile of it. We're going to scrape it up and put it into carefully labeled vials. We use 20 milliliter scintillation vials, and we make sure that the labels exactly match the data that came in from the field. We try not to fill up the vials more than a third full. These have about a quarter full. Right? We want to make sure after we've done these steps that we very carefully sanitize the materials. We sanitize the screens, we sanitize the table surfaces, we wipe everything down, because we don't want to have any pollen contamination between the two, any successive pollens that we process. So here I am wiping down the screen just to make sure it's completely sanitized, and of course we don't want to use this until it dries. We then place the opened vials into a desiccator. This desiccator has silica desiccant underneath, and then these vials are carefully arranged inside. And you'll notice we have caps. If we've capped them previously, we don't want to cross-contaminate the caps, so we keep them in the same order that they go into the desiccator. Put the desiccator into the fridge for 24 hours. Once it's out of the fridge, we open it up. We pop a couple of small desiccator capsules inside of each scintillation vial, and then we cap those tightly. I like to double bag these and put them into to the fridge. So they can stay a couple of weeks in the fridge, but if we want to store them for long term, we're going to put them in an ultrafreezer at -80.